Tuesday, January 12th, first grade friends, great to see you. It's Red Word Day. You need to grab your red word books and your red crayon or your red marker. Do that and then come on back. Okay, so remember we're learning our red words today. Red words are words that we have to stop and spell read. Make sure you pause this video, get into Google Classroom, and do the Haggerty Phonemic Awareness video. Make sure you're practicing your rhyming, onset fluency, blending of words, isolating the final sound, segmenting, adding words, deleting words. This is the foundation to our reading. Okay, we are ready to start off with our red words. First, we're going to do a little review. So if you think back to last week, Tuesday, our first red word last week was the word here, H-E-R-E. So remember, this word is like, come over here. If you come here, I can help you. Here we are. This is not the kind of here like I hear you with my ear. That's a different spelling. So we need to make sure we have the definition of this word clarified. So I need you to go ahead and stand up. And we're gonna pound it out, or we're gonna stomp it out and then jump. So that's how we practiced it today in class. Was, remember, what we're gonna do is every step is every pound of the foot is one letter, and then we're gonna say the word, and then when we get to the end, we'll jump and say the whole word. We're gonna do it 3 times. So we're looking right at the screen or at our red word book, and we're gonna say the letters. We have to read the word when we say the letters. Don't just go through the routine. It's a whole process. Here we go. Let's do it together. H-E-R-E, here. H-E-R-E, here. One more time. H-E-R-E, here. Awesome. Okay, last week, the other red word that we worked on was the word girl. G-I-R-L, girl. All right, here we go. Ready? We're gonna stomp it out and then jump when we say the word. Make sure you're reading the letters and reading the word. Ready? Go. G-I-R-L, girl. G-I-R-L, girl. One more time. G-I-R-L, girl. Fantastic. All right. Remember, we're going to get to our new red words today. We have 2 red words we're working on. This is our steps. First, we're going to write it in a red word book. Then we're going to stand up and we're going to arm tap it 3 times. Finger trace it 3 times, and then write the word 3 times and use it in a sentence. All right, so our first red word today that we're going to work on is the word work. Here it is. So you've turned to a new red word page. One that we did right before this was the word girl. So flip it up. You're on the next big line. The word that we're working on is the word work. Now, that W and K, that's easy peasy. It's that part in the middle, always the part in the middle, that vowel. And when we put the R with a vowel, then it even makes it a little more tricky. So here we go. You're going to write this. Notice that my W starts at the midline, diagonal down, diagonal up, down and up. O starts at the midline, wraps all the way around. R, you're going to come down to the baseline, retrace it back up for your hook. When you make that K, remember all of our letters start at the top. So when we do the K, we're going to start at the top line, all the way to the baseline. Frog jump to the midline to make our diagonal, come to our point and diagonal out. W-O-R-K. Pause the video, get this word work written in your book, and then we're going to arm tap it. Okay, here we go. Everybody's standing up on our feet. We've got our red word book right in front of us. I can see that word work. I'm going to cross my hand over, holding that book in front of me, put my other hand on my shoulder. I'm going to make sure that I say the letters and then the word. We're going to do it 3 times. Here we go. W-O-R-K, work. W-O-R-K, work. W-O-R-K, work. Excellent. All right. Have a seat. Put that book back down on your table spot. Time for tracing. All right, we're going to put it on our table spot. We're going to hold one hand that's going to hold our paper, just like we would be writing. Get our pointer finger, and we're going to trace that word 3 times, and we're going to swoop our finger underneath to say the word. Here we go. Eyes on the word. W-O-R-K, work. W-O-R-K, work. W-O-R-K, work. Fantastic. Now we're going to flip up our paper and write up here. So the reason we're writing on the back side of our paper is because we don't want to peek. We want our brain to work a little bit. We want to practice writing and spelling that word. So you're going to pause the video. You're going to write the word work. W-O-R-K. Say the word work. You're going to check your work right back here. Did you spell it right? If you did, write it 2 more times. Make sure you're going down the page because you're like making a list, not writing a sentence. After you've written it 3 times, go ahead and use it in a sentence. Like, I go to work. I can do my schoolwork. Any sentence that you would like, please write that sentence in pencil, underlining that word work with your red crayon. Pause the video, and after you have written it 3 times and your sentence, come on back and we'll be ready for our next word. Okay, I hope you did a great job on that word, work. We're ready for our next word today. The word is done. So go to the next page. This was work. We're going to flip it up. We're ready right down here on the next big line to work on the word done. Now, the letter D and the letter N. That part's easy peasy mac and squeezy. But that O and the E, that gets confusing because we should know that as our vowel consonant silent E pattern. This is a red word and it doesn't follow that pattern because if it did, we would read this word as don. And we don't read it as don, we read it as done. Go ahead, pause this video using your very best handwriting. Notice that the curve comes first. When you write that letter D, big line down. Write the word done, and then we'll be ready for arm tapping. Okay, here we go. Everybody stand up. Hold that book in front of you. You want to be able to see that word nice and clear. There it is for me. Cross it over. Ready? Here we go. D-O-N-E, done. D-O-N-E, done. D-O-N-E, done. Excellent. Okay. Have a seat. We're ready for finger tracing. Here we go. We're sitting down. We've got one hand on our paper holding it just like we would be writing. We've got our pointer finger ready to trace. Here we go. Ready? D-O-N-E, done. D-O-N-E, done. D-O-N-E, done. Perfect. Okay. With your red crayon, you're going to flip up your page. This is where we're practicing writing that word. You're going to write it 1 time. D, saying the letters. D-O-N-E, say the word. Done. Make sure you go back. Check your work. Did you spell it correctly? If you did, Go 2 more times. After you've written it 3 times, use it in a sentence. Like, I am done with my work. Ooh, now we can use both words, done and work. When you're writing your sentences, make sure you're using capital letters, period, using good spacing, and of course, good spelling. All right, pause the video, finish that word done, and then we'll come on back. All right, so our words today were the word work, W-O-R-K, and the word done, D-O-N-E, done. All right, remember, we're working really hard to be great SEP RAM online learners. We're really working hard at completing our work on time and getting it handed in. You're going to go to the Your Turn practice book and you're going to complete page 142. You can find that in your Google Classroom if you need to take a look at it. You're going to continue to practice those 2 words, work and done, by completing the sentences. Don't forget to keep practicing your sight words, friends. When we start assessing very soon, you need to be able to read at least 50 sight words in 1 minute by the winter of 1st grade. Playing Go Fish, playing lots of games, speed games, time yourself, see how many you can do. I've linked in your sight words. They're also in your Google Classroom. Make sure you jump on LexiaCore. That's also really important. I won't see you guys tomorrow because it's Wednesday, but I'll see you again on Thursday. Talk to you all soon. Bye.